It's Dr. Melanie Petro. On April 3rd, I'm a facial plastic surgeon in Birmingham, Alabama. But tonight I'm just a girl with a dying betta fish. I have this ridiculous level of sensitivity that I really try to embrace because I think you have to. I think when you have something that's different from most of the people that you're around, it's really your job to find a way to use that for the good of the world. And I am a highly sensitive person. If I could have changed that when I was 3 and couldn't sit at a restaurant with lobsters in a tank, or when I was 4 and we were crabbing and my granddaddy threw back all the crabs, everybody was mad at me because I heard they were going to cook them. I would have changed it. It's innate. It's who I am. And it gets in the way. I mean, recently I was in New York at some great restaurant, apparently. And literally reading the menu could have made me cry. I mean, how in this day and time you put veal, foie gras, rabbits. I mean, I don't know how you put all that on a menu and people still come. But apparently it happens. And part of me wished I hadn't been so vocal because I was. And the tables are very close together. Why is it? Why does that make it? Why is a nice restaurant have tables close together? Is that nice to you? I don't think it's nice. I don't like it at all. Because I really would like to not worry about what I'm going to say, especially in a quote nice restaurant. Because why they all think that to be nice, they have to kill baby animals or overfeed them, I will never understand. But it's just wrong, and it will never seem right to me. I really could have cried hysterically right there, but somehow I didn't. But when someone I was with said, yes, I eat foie gras, I felt deceived and devastated and hurt and like I didn't know this person. I was really mad and I ruined the night, and I really did. And there was no stopping me because I couldn't make it right. Because there's no part of me that will ever understand that. And I realized that, I felt like I should apologize. And I did. I said, I'm really sorry. I can't help this. But the next day I said, I'm really sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. That's who I am. And if you took me back there, I'd do the same thing. Like, I can't go places like that. And I can't be a part of force feeding a goose with a feeding tube until he can't walk and then watching someone eat him. I can't do that. I really can't believe the world can. But all that aside, I have a sensitivity that I'm not sure entirely of its purpose. I know a huge part of it is that I can talk to people at low points in their life or when they just need to feel heard. And being a facial plastic surgeon, I see a lot of people that are unhappy with something about the way they look. And I have enough empathy for the world. And I can don't even have to try. I feel for people. If they tell me something upsets them, I feel it. If I watch the news or a movie, it stays with me forever. I mean, I have to be very careful about what I put into my world because I can't take it out. And movies like Ghost will haunt me forever. I tend to stick to animated things, and it's a way of just protecting my heart. And it's not something you can help. I mean, it's who you are. And I mean, it started from the time I was really little. And for some reason, you know, certainly animals are way up there. I mean, that's, I guess, how I first noticed it. I can remember being in a restaurant. It's called Destiny's. And my sister wanted to pick her lobster out of a tank. I mean, how do you guys stand up there and say, I want this one to die? But I had to leave for sure. I was a vegetarian for many years. And I had my dad who understood me. And who much, I don't know, I mean, he's tough and he's tall and he's a general surgeon, but he won't hurt anything. If my mom gets out a fly swatter, he would say, no, no, no. He'd take a dragonfly outside. He'd take a bumblebee outside. And maybe it's genetic. Whatever it is, it's who I am. And I think one of the greatest things you can learn in life is not to apologize for who you are. And to trust that the people that love you and the people that want to be in your life will honor who you are. But even if they don't, because sometimes they won't. I think that's Dr. Seuss' book. It's ultimately up to you. And I think it's the things about us that are weird, that are different, that make other people think, God, what's wrong with her? Are the things that really are our gift. They're clues. They're clues to how we can really help this world, how we can really help other people. And those are the things we need to pay the most attention to. We can't apologize for them. We have to let them grow. They're plants. I mean, they're growing. They're seeds. And we have to honor them, and we have to cherish them, and we have to find a way to make other people's lives better with them. Because if we were all the same, it would be really boring. I can think of one particular rush at Florida State that would have been very boring, as all my sorority sisters were singing on the stairs, and it was safari day, and they got all these goldfish, and I have a thing for goldfish. I used to try to win every single one at the fair, because to see them in those little bowls and wonder what those men were going to do with them when no one got their ping pong ball in that particular fish. That's my dog running around. Was more than I could handle from the time I was very young. So I used to try to win all those fish. I have a lot of fish. And one time my mom hit a bird, and she would say, whoever hit a bird, bam, thump, she hit the bird. And my dad got it with me, and we took it to the bird hospital, and they operated on its wing, and I think it cost him $600. But the bird lived, and that's all that really mattered. And my mom slowed down and didn't hit any more birds that I know of. And she probably, I mean, there's not one part of her that understood the way I was, but she honored it always. And when I wouldn't dissect a frog, you know, she honored it. And I think those are the people that are really meant to help us on our paths, whatever they may be. Because it's that sensitivity and that just heightened sense of awareness. I smell everything. I could tell most people what they had for lunch a few days ago. I mean, it's not fun because I can't help it. But I smell everything. I eat very bland foods during the day because I will taste them all day. It's weird, but it's part of being, I don't know if you're just hyper aware of everything that has a sensory component. And it's no matter whether it's right or wrong. I mean, I'd change it if I could. But you can't. And so you live with what you are, and you accept what you are, and you stop apologizing for what you are. And you embrace it, and you figure out why you have it, and what it's there for, and how it can help other people and animals. Because if we were all the same, what would we do? So as a sophomore, I guess, at Florida State, it's Safari Day. All these sisters of mine are singing on these stairs. I mean, there were a lot of humans in there. And they gotten all these goldfish because it was Safari Day. So it was really Kill the Goldfish Day. And there are all these goldfish in these little bitty vases. And I look up and, I mean, you could not have paid me millions of dollars to stay on this stairs singing while all these fish are dying. I mean, there's nothing that could have ever made that happen. And so I didn't know what to do. So I got a straw. I actually have multiple straws. And I was blowing them into the vases to give the fish air. And they said, you have to stop and sing. I said, I can't be here. I'm taking these fish. I'm going to save every last one of them. And I hope that y'all are all very happy. But, you know, we cannot be sisters. And I did. I took all the fish in the bathroom. I stayed in the bathroom with all the fish. I mean, I had a lot of fish that year. A lot of them lived. Some of them didn't. But I tried. And there was no singing on the stairs. I mean, I just will never understand how people can stand over there and sing while these fish are like gasping for air. But I should be more tolerant. But you got to follow your heart. My heart was with those fish. And I think there are all these little things in your life that show you what really matters to you and what you're good at and how you're different. And you take whatever that is and you know that it's a clue. It's a clue to what you're supposed to do to make the world a better place. And you use it and you learn it. And you hope that other people will see it. I mean, I think I said, after I saw ghosts, which I can't hardly say that word because anytime someone's on the other side of a glass door, I mean, it's ghosts for me. I can't watch Whoopi Goldberg. I can't watch Patrick Swayze. Demi Moore. I mean, it's just, that was the saddest movie to me. And I could replay it a million times in my head with a different ending to that fight. But I can't watch stuff like that. If someone wants to watch a spooky movie or the news late at night, I have to play a podcast, have to put on headphones. I can watch Bewitched. I love Bewitched. I can watch Leave It to Beaver. I can't watch. There's no Netflix and chill for me. There's like Netflix and freak out and that's okay. I like comedy and animation. I do very well with that. And I don't know if it's because I'm just, slightest little thing can be overstimulated. So it's my job to protect myself, to understand myself, to accept myself. And that's yours too. It's everyone's. And not apologize for it. And figure how it can give to the world, because There are a lot of deep, deep issues in the world. There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of things that we can make better with a genuine concern, genuine feelings, and that's what we're really here for. So it can be one person at a time. I mean, Joel Osteen said, be the kind of person that people miss when you're gone because you make them feel so good. And he didn't mean death, or I would have already changed the station. Just when you see someone, when you're with someone that, you leave them a little better. He calls it making deposits. And what a beautiful thought. And with those of us that are just hypersensitive, we can tell those people, we can spot them from a mile away, maybe further. We can feel them. And, it's just part of it. But it's really who you are. It's what you believe in. And I really think it's that little thing that has the potential to change the world, to make the world a better place. Because there's so many things that we all enjoy, that we all like, that we all agree on. But there are these little things about us that are different. And I think it's those things that are clues to what we're supposed to do. I think we all have so much potential to make the world a better place. And what a great feeling that is. If I had actually rescued all the lobsters out of the tank, I can't tell you how good I feel. If my betta fish actually lives with a boiled pea, I just can't tell you how I feel. I can't stand to see things suffer, not anything. But it's that sensitivity that makes me good at what I do. I see everything. I see every abnormality. I see every shadow. And I can't look at someone without thinking, oh, if I did this, if I did that. And I'm able to share that. And sometimes it's just a matter of listening. But it's very humbling to go to somebody and say, I want to look different. And it's really bad when somebody looks back at you with a blank face. And we all know that face because there are a lot of people like that out there. They just don't feel what you feel when you talk to them. And sometimes people just need somebody to hear them. And betta fish need that too. And maybe mine will hear me and live, but I wouldn't be the same person if I seen him flutter and put his little head down and didn't do this to me. And as much as we all just wish that we were quote normal, whatever that is, or like our friends, or not different, I think that difference is your calling. I think that difference is your thing that you need to develop. And it's like a breadcrumb. It's a path to your purpose. And when you really find that, and that's Gabe. He's really had it, if you heard him breathe. Gabe looked at the aquarium and just started barking like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but she's upset. Can you please get on? Can you please stop? Whatever is in that tank. Ruff. That's my love. That's my dog. My son just hugs me, and he's probably thinking, oh. But you accept people, but I think that people accept you when you accept yourself. And when you do that, then you're free to share yourself and things about yourself that are different with other people. Maybe it's just that it's so weird that they feel better about themselves. Who knows what it is? But, I think you're born with it. As Lady Gaga would say, I think you are. I think we're all, and to be creative and artistic, it's just it's different. I don't think I would choose it because, can't watch the news late at night. I mean, the thought of all the things that can just haunt some of us is a lot. And you have to watch what comes into your path. But I think that's true for everyone. You have to protect yourself. But you have to know yourself first. And then you don't apologize. You stop apologizing. And you give back in any and every way you can. Whether it's through community service, whether it's through something you do for a living, but whatever it is, I think that thing that makes you different is what also makes you great. And when you stop saying I'm sorry and you really mean it, it feels really good. You shouldn't have to explain yourself to anyone, because people that know who you are, really know you by heart, will never ask you to. And those are the people that build you up, that make you happy, that fill your well, and give you the courage to follow your heart and your dreams. And all those things come together and align to make the world a better place and a more happy place. So celebrate your difference. Celebrate your thing. We all have it. Tonight mine really seems to be about fish. But it's, for every crazy sensitive person, there's someone less sensitive that can balance this out. So no apologizing for who you are. Be who you are. Love who you are. Let go of all that and put all your energy towards your purpose, which to me, should always be about helping others, because there's just not a better feeling. And I think that's what your special gift is. So go have a great night. If you have any tips for saving my betta fish, it's Dr. Petro at petromd.com. I do not like that part of the life cycle. Have a great night.